Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Ignore the background noise, I'm just making a cuppa for myself, alright? This one's devoted to MN Storms via the Patreon. Recommended I listen to The Replacements. Now, I've never come across this band before. This record in particular, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll work it out down the line, is entitled Sorry Ma, Forgot to Take Out the Trash. Now, from first glance, this looks like it's going to be incredible because the song lengths are exactly what I need, and we have got heaps of material, okay? We've got 18 songs on this. So I want to give a shout out to the Replacements fans, and if you are a fan of the Replacements, I want you to directly or indirectly give some respect to MN Storms, who proposed this to me via the Patreon. So here we are. I don't know what to expect. The artwork seems like it's going to be very pleasing. Have we got any information down there? 1981. This is probably going to tickle my pickle in the right way. Twin Tone Records. We got Bob Stinson on guitar, Chris Mars on drums, Paul Westerberg on guitar and vocals. Produced by Paul Westerberg and Peter Jesperson. Engineered by Steve Felstad. Bass guitar Tommy Stinson, and writing credits Paul Westerberg. Let's just jump in. This one's entitled Taking a Ride. I don't know what to expect. Let's go. It's from the outside looking in, it looks very punk rock. Turn it off. Interesting production. The guitars are reeled back a bit, almost giving a casual approach to the audacity of the guitars, in contrast to the intensity and the power that we are hearing from that drum kit. The drummer is really belting them drums. Take it. We have a nice, bold, clear bass line in there, which is nice. I'm happy to hear a bass guitar for once in a change, you know? Good use of dual vocals as well. Nothing too crazy. They're well produced. We've just doubled up the vocals from time to time to accent a line or two, which is really good. Yeah, that was a good tune. This is good. I know we're going to have some great melodies. We're going to have some great hooks. We're going to have some cool riffs coming up. I think, just judging by that, this is going to be pretty hit or miss. But if it was a miss, man, the song's going to be over and done with not too long. So we can move on to the next idea. We've got Care Less coming up next, all right? Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Yo, shout out to the punk rockers out there. Care Less is the title of this one. We're listening to The Replacements. If I don't have too much to say on this, to fill out a video, if you're listening to it song by song, I'll also listen to Customer on the same video, okay, which is track number 3, because this one's a brief one at 1:08. Hey, I'm not complaining. This is my cup of tea right about now. So let's see what we have in store. Shout out to M and Storms for the recommendation via the Patreon. Let's go. Rock and roll. Where were these dudes from? They sound like a Canadian band, maybe. That's it. Da, 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 da. Quality, that was Careless. Let's flow it into Customer, yeah? High energy, high octane, great tones, great sounds. And they must have spent a couple of quid in the studio to do 18 songs worth of material. Don't get me wrong, it's probably a label job. This is my sort of style right about now.
Change. Where are the Twinkies? What's on sale? I'm a customer. I'm a customer. I'm a customer. I'm a customer. I love you.
I mean, a lot of it might be studio magic, but as far as a punk rock band in 81 is concerned, I mean, it's hardcore, innit, really? But you know where I'm coming from when I say punk rock. Talented band, you know? Talented band, because sometimes you catch bands around this time, even popular bands that have sort of stood the test of time, and their recordings and their material is almost like they're just falling apart as they go along. First band I think of when I consider that is Void. But here we are. Hanging Downtown comes up next, alright? I'm a Customer. Good hooks, catchy lyrical content. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless, now don't forget the rest. Now dezrocksteady. We're listening to The Replacements on King of the Pit TV as recommended by MN Storms via the Patreon. This one's entitled Hanging Downtown. Let's jump straight in.
Ready? It's about deep, everything is swell. Come on down, come on, what the hell? Oh, I know it better. TV, and there's a whole lot to see when you're hanging down. Wait, date, no, I can't go. Gotta stick around, watch my show. Oh, I know better, the TV, and there's a whole lot to see when you're hanging downtown.
This a 3-piece band or is this a 4-piece band? Somebody want to give me some info on The Replacements? Come on. Here we go. Yes. What's it say? Bus stop?
Anyway, I ain't got no place else to go.
That was probably the best track we've heard so far. Best track we've heard so far. I love the stuttering stop and start with the bus stop. If that's the lyrical content I was hearing, that was really good. And there's some great lead guitar work here. In a sense that it's organic. It's organic, great guitar playing. It's not like tight to the T where you need to have all these notes and everything locked in perfectly. It's great organic human guitar playing. There's definitely talent in the guitar line, and it's played in a fashion which I just find is very expressive and energetic, and I like that a lot. We've got Kick Your Door Down coming up next, alright? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to the replacements. We're listening to, let's see the title of this. I've not really referenced the title much. It's Sorry Ma, I forgot to take out the trash. And it's track number 5 of 18 entitled Kick Your Door Down. Shall we just jump in? Let's go.
Your radio is playing rather loud. It don't sound like me. Your attitude now rocks a crowd. That don't bother me. I'm gonna keep on knocking, gonna keep on pounding. I'm knocking, gonna pound, I'm gonna knock, gonna kick your door down. Gonna kick your door down. I wonder what goes on behind closed doors. I'm waiting inside your door. Don't enter more. And so I keep on knocking, I keep on pounding. I knock, I'm gonna pound, I'm gonna knock, but I'm gonna get your door down. Get your door down. Get it. Keep on knocking. Keep on pounding. Your radio is playing way too loud, and that don't sound like me.
These dudes are showcasing their songwriting capabilities on this one. You're seeing that we've waited a few tracks in, we've given a bit of punk rock, it still is punk rock, but we've thrown in a little 3-minute tune in the mix, structured it up a little bit differently, you know. But that being said, they've got a hook in each one of these tunes, you know what I mean? It's not like they strayed away from the hooks, they were songwriting from the get-go. You know, I don't tend to call punk rock acts songwriters for the most part, even though the songwriting credits, you know, we're not really composing traditional song structure into these generalized punk numbers, but these dudes have got a way of, you know, utilizing a hook, and they're obviously influenced by acts that create music beyond just noise for noise sake, you know. That was kick your door down. I mean, what can I say to that one? Yeah, I felt, you know what, I want a little more energy, a little more speed, to be honest. Actually, I retract that. I think the energy was there, but a bit more speed to it. A little more hardcore punk. That was a good showcase of their songwriting capabilities, though, regardless. We've got Otto coming up next, alright? Track number 6, let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to The Replacements. This record is entitled Sorry Ma. Forgot to take out the trash. I wonder how many records this band has put out. Let's see if my related videos... well, we got another record on The Replacements. Seeing your video is on that, unless it's an alternate artwork. How long did this band go for, and how many records did they put out? I don't know much about this band. This one's entitled Otto. Let's jump in. There's an element of cowpunk in here, and I ridiculed. I did a like a Wikipedia viewing on different styles of punk, and we spoke on cowpunk, and I said it's ridiculous, but you know, hypocritically, there's a cowpunk vibe to the band, isn't there? Little bit of the blues. These dudes are very talented. They're very talented. Very talented. Just by that turnaround there, that blues turnaround. Like, not your average guitarist can't even do that, let alone how good they are. You know what I mean? You have to theoretically understand a blues turnaround to be able to perform it, especially of such caliber. Little things. Right, you know what? This sounds kind of mad. I know blues chord progression is used in general pop music, but I've never come across it, and I think it would be fantastic. I'd have a band like this, definitely. A punk rock blues band. So like playing traditional blues music, but just with that punk rock edge, with that punk rock vocal, with an air of sloppiness and attitude. Bro, someone's got to have done that, right? But it should be popular, that. That was Otto. Otto, 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 Otto. Good number. I really like the blues switch up. I mean, sometimes I think bands go too all over the place and should just abide by what makes them them. But they really pulled that off, and I would like to hear more of that. I'd like to hear a band that just does that and excels in that realm, like punk rock blues. I think that's really cool. We've got I Bought a Headache coming up soon, alright? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. The Replacements. Sorry, Ma. Forgot to take out the trash. This one's entitled I Bought a Headache, okay? Let's jump straight in, shall we? Bit out of tune, but I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
And all I needed was just a breath of fresh air. I want a folding chair. St. Paul, Civic Center, giving me $8.50. I want a headache. I want a headache. Headache. Smoking marijuana that's coming out of my ears.
Yo, do you know what that sounded like? I don't know anything to do with that band Devo, but I know that that's what Devo sounds like. You know what I mean? When did Devo come about? Were they already existing at this point? Were they influencing punk bands? Because there are punk bands that are influenced by that act. I know that for sure.
Taking way past 2 years. Come on, come on. Come on. $8.50. Headache. I got a headache. Headache.
This is a very unique band and they're very varied in their sound. Potentially this might be why I've not ever listened to the Replacements, why they've never touched my ears, because of how varied they are. Because the bands I've come into touch with as far as like the 80s and stuff, they've always had strict, secure, boundaried like sounds and means of writing numbers and so on and so forth. But these dudes are very varied and very all over the place, but not to a point where it goes off-brand. They're not that sort of like desperate to create something like outside of the box. They always remain the Replacements, but they've got no problem writing different sounds and putting songs together with different ideas, which is really cool. You don't know what you're going to get next. We've got Rattlesnake coming up next. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to the Replacements. Shout out to MN Storms who recommended this via the Patreon. It's been an enjoyable listen. It's been a very varied and interesting listen to say the least, alright? This one's called Rattlesnake, and the thing is, you just don't know what sound they're going to come up with next. You don't know what ideas they're going to have. They're very creative individuals, and they're good musicians, these lot. For a punk rock band, most definitely. Let's go, Rattlesnake. Track 8. Great sound. Great tune. Great tune. That was my favourite one so far. I love the energy. There's that blues. There's that blues. Come on now. That was my favourite so far. I love the energy of it. I love the hook. I love the angst. I'm a rattlesnake. I love that. I'm a rattlesnake. Come on now. That was really good. We got I Hate Music coming up next. That was my favourite one so far. Just to re-clarify, yeah, Rattlesnake was really good. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to The Replacements. This one's entitled I Hate Music. Yeah, what more can I say? Track 9 of 18. Plenty of material on this record. Let's just jump straight in, shall we?
Hey, Trolling. So what?
Rock and roll. Bassist is going mad on this.
I hate my father. One day I won't. I hate my father. He's got my back.
This is a great tune. Is this a cover or is this an original tune? This is really good. Great tune. Great tune. I mean, we've had I Hate Music, and before that was Rattlesnake. My two favourite songs back to back so far. They were both really good. I wouldn't put one above the other. I wouldn't put one of both very good. Both very, very good. Very, very good. That's the sound I like. I like this high octane energy punk rock from these lot. And the bass line on there was second to none, really good. We got Long Tune here, arguably the longest track on the record, I think. Johnny's Gonna Die is the title of this one, alright? Yes, now, bless now. Do not forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Johnny's Gonna Die is the title of this one. We're on track 10 of 18. We're listening to The Replacements. Let's jump straight in, shall we? 3 minutes 32, longest one on the record. Little clean introduction here.
Johnny always takes more than he needs. Knows a couple chords, knows a couple leads. forgets a couple chords, forgets a couple breaks. And everybody tells me that Johnny is hot. Johnny needs something what he ain't got. And Johnny's gonna die. Johnny's gonna die. Johnny's gonna die.
Not the best sound for him. Not the best sound for him.
Everybody stares and everybody hoots. Johnny always needs more than he shoots. Standing by a beach and there ain't no lake. He's got friends without no guts, friends what never ache. In New York City, I guess it's cool when it's dark. There's one sure way, Johnny, you can leave your mark. And Johnny's gonna die. Johnny's gonna die. Na 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 na.
Why is my man tapping on the guitar? What is going on? These dudes come with a different flavour each number. I'll tell you what, Rattlesnake and I Hate Music was incredible. This one has killed it off a little bit. I don't think this is their right sound. I don't think the whole clean ting-a-ling is for them. They're good. They're jamming out, but
Johnny, 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 Johnny. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
yeah, it was a good breather to separate the distorted sort of side of things and showcase a little more of the spectrum of what the band is capable of. But yeah, that wasn't for me. It was nice to hear the quality of the guitarist, the lead guitar, and the bassist was really popping during that, taking it for a ride. But you know, we got Shiftless When Idle coming up next. All right, that's all I've got to say. Track number 11 coming up. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We are listening to The Replacements tonight. Okay. Shiftless When Idle is the title of this one. Shall we jump straight in, people? I think we should do. Let's go. We had a clean number on the last one. Come on. Sounds like T-Rex. Feels like I've heard this somewhere before. It sounds a lot like something I've heard before. I just can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. That was a good little number, that. Good little number. Bass is showing off once again. Couple of cool bass lines. Drummer sounding good. I'm glad we got back into the overdriven guitars instead of keeping it clean. You know what? I didn't have too much to say on that one, so I'm actually going to do more cigarettes as well straight after. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. More cigarettes is the title of this one. I've drunk so much coffee. My eyes are ringing. Proper rock and roll. It's almost like oi style, you know? Nice little number, little rock and roll. You know what I mean? This is a punk rock band, but they've got so many influences and they take their sound so many different directions. I'd argue that we're kind of in a rock and roll sort of space from time to time, especially instrumentally. There's a lot of rock and roll guitar going on, and even on the front cover, look at the guitar he's using. You know what I mean? We've got Don't Ask Why coming up next, track number 13. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to the replacements. This one's entitled Don't Ask Why. Shall we jump in? I think we should. Come on up. We got any fans of the Youth Brigade in tonight? I never checked out the Youth Brigade, you know. Never checked out Youth Brigade. It's a band I should do. Maybe I'll move on to them next.
No, it's over. The way I used to love it, that's the way I hear now. The way I used to love it. Well, don't ask why. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. You're going out of my mind. I'm staying out of your. The way I used to love it, that's the way I hate it. Now you know the way I used to love it, that's the way I hate it. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Don't ask why.
What are them bells? What were them bells? That was a good tune. I like that one a lot. You know what? I've never really clocked onto drummer messing around with the toms much, so it was nice to hear him get a little bit of you know what I mean? Hear how the drums are produced as far as the toms are concerned and so forth. Yeah, it was half decent, that. The bells were interesting. Them bells were just symbolic of, you know, the level of creative value that these dudes have on this record. Really cool. We've got Something to Do coming up next, which is more than like, well, let's be real, it's a nod to Husker Du in it, but I've never listened to that band. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Something to Do is the title of this one. As I mentioned prior, more than likely a reference to Husker Du, if that's how it's pronounced. I've never listened to that band though. Never got around to listening to that one. Maybe it's next up, alright? So let's jump straight in.
Delivering noise, real tough boys. What else have I got? Half-price stunts, stolen guitars. What else is new? It's something to do. It's something to do. It ain't nothing new. They're not sweat, girls you bet. Shopping's working too. Half-price stunts, let the guitars. Blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
Something to do. Something to do. It ain't nothing new. It's something to do.
Wow. Nice. That was a cool cadence. Was that intentional? Was that an editing thing? That was cool. So that must have been they've done a couple of takes, maybe, and they've thrown an extra take on the end of there. It might have initially been an incident and then they've kept it on or something along the lines of that. It sounds that way. It's two different cadences at the end, isn't it? But the way it sort of clips in just makes me feel that way. We've got I'm in Trouble coming up next. That was a good tune, good energy, just the way I like it. I think when these dudes have got a little bit of energy, that's the way. And we had the rah, 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 like a great intensity to that vocal line. I like that section in particular really, really well. I'm in Trouble is the next tune coming up. All right, let's go. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. I'm in Trouble is the title of this one by The Replacements. We're on track number 15 of 18. As always, I devote this to MN Storms, who's recommended this via the Patreon. Let's jump in, shall we? Good energy to this one, eh?
I gotta hide. I gotta run. Just suicide. Well, that ain't no fun. Oh, you will never say that it's so. You're in love.
That's almost Sex Pistols-esque, isn't it? Diddle, 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 diddle. God save the Queen.
Spend my cash. Waste my time. Take out the trash. Not this time. Well, you will never say that it's so. You're in love and I'm in trouble. I'm in
I liked the slides on there. They gave me a proper creepy crawly, wibbly, funny walk energy to that one. Great energy to it. Quality drumming. I'm in trouble. I'm ever so desperate to find out who these dudes remind me of, at least vocally. I think there's a little bit of a descendance in there, Milo, but not necessarily. It's got my this band's got my thinking cap on, I'll tell you that. We got Love You Till Friday coming up next, alright? Yes Now, Bless Now. Don't forget the rest now. It's dezrocksteady at King of the Pit TV once again. Love You Till Friday is the title of this one. We're listening to The Replacements. This is track 16 of 18, okay? Let's jump straight in. As we do, let's go. Jeez. I like that lead guitar. It's unhinged. I love it. Sounds a bit like a ska melody. Like if you had a ska beat underneath this, it's. I guess them drums are on the offbeat, aren't they? The Replacements have got a record called Pleased to Meet Me as well. 11 songs on that. Bro, these dudes have put out a few records, to be fair. I've never checked out The Replacements before. Come on. Nice. Great bass line. This is my favourite song. This is my favourite song so far. I mean, we've only got 2 more after this. This is my favourite one, I would think, at this point. That was fantastic. Love You Till Friday. That was really good. Yeah, that was my favourite one so far. I love the walking bass line. I love the lead guitars. I love the energy, the offbeats. That was a great dance floor filler. That we've got Shut Up coming up next, track number 17. Let's keep on going. Yes Now, Bless Now. Bada bing, bada bum. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Signing in and signing out because we're going to do the last 2 tracks together. This one's a relatively short one entitled Shut Up. We're listening to The Replacements in case you didn't know. Sorry Ma, forgot to take out the trash. This one's 1 minute 23 seconds long and we're going to finish off with Raised in the City. So this is track 17, track 18 and then we'll finish off with a review, okay? Let's go. Rock and roll. I love these vocals. These vocals are intense. Great riff. I like that one. I like that one. Definitely fulfilled the criteria of the song title there. A lot of angst. And it would have been nice to hear more of that on the record as a whole, to be honest. But it was nice to hear him sort of edge that vocal a little more. So we got Raised in the City to finish off. Let's go. Last track on the record. We've been listening to the Replacements.
Raised in the city, ready to run. Cruise to the lake, fun, fun, fun. Dare sail inclined to cruise around.
Ooh.
Raised in the city, raised on fears. She got to rubber all 4 gears. Dare's inclined to lay down. Get out of my way, I can't see it. Out of my way, I can't see no band. Raised in the city, running to drop. Cruise to the lake, call my cop. Tell them that I'm doing just fine. Raised in the city, then listen. Keep telling me, but I'm really missing. Why don't you just sit down? Get out of my way, can't see it. Out of my way, can't see no band. Alright. Raised in the city, ready to rock. Cruise to the lake, fun, fun, fun. Dancing, blind to move around. Raised in the city, till I'm old. Buy a car, maybe rent a home. This my goddamn live. Fix it, out of my way. I can't see it, out of my way. Can't see no band. Hey, out of my way. Can't see it, out of my way. Can't see no band. Yeah.
That was Raised in the City. That was the last track. One the greatest record to finish off on. I'd me questioning as to whether it was actually a cover song, that one. Raised in the City. But let's finish this off. I'm going to do a review. I'll give it a rating out of 10 and we'll call it a day, to be honest. I've got a big bad headache from the amount of coffee I've been drinking, so I'll see you on the flip side. Peace. What's good, people? Let's finish this off with a little review. We just listened to the Replacements. Let me just get that sorted. There we go. We've been listening to the Replacements, and the record in question was recommended on Patreon via MN Storm, so thank you for that. I appreciate the recommendation. The album was called Sorry Ma, Forgot to Take Out the Trash, which, you know, is quite a forgettable album title, to be honest. So as far as, you know, being a lyrical miracle is concerned, it is unique, but I always have to double check to ensure I've got the title right. So that's not fantastic, but this album was good, and it's really tickled my brain as far as what comes next in this band's discography, because I've never really checked out the Replacements. Only since actioning this YouTube channel, I have come across references to the Replacements. Other than that, I've never come across them, or at least not been prompted to listen to them in such a direct manner. 18 tracks on this record, so there's plenty of material. Great song lengths, at least for myself, because, you know, we're looking at, call it an average at 1 minute 30 to about 2 minute 10 as far as average song lengths are concerned. So many different style and unique factors, so many different influences and inspirations in this band, which create what we have had on this record. Some great bluesier elements, some upbeat elements, a lot of rock and roll, a lot of unique guitar work, a lot of unique bass lines, a lot of great vocal hooks. Okay, some songs more hit, some songs more miss. It depends on what your personal taste is. There's a little something for everybody here as far as fans of punk rock should be concerned. I like the more upbeat, energetic, driving forward sounds they have created on some of their shorter tracks, whereas they have earned it into a more songwriting sense of responsibility on some of the longer songs, but overall they still throw in a good vocal hook. They still know how to have you singing along before the end of the song, and so there's a great there's a great potential that's showcased in this band, as well as a great reality of the craft and musicianship of the actual band members. You know, I like the record. Will I return back to this record? No, I won't return back to this record because, generally speaking, I don't return to many records, first and foremost. And secondly, because this style of punk, this style of hardcore, is a little dated for me. When I was initially getting into hardcore and the likes, and I was going into the bands of the early 80s and the Americanized bands of the early 80s when it came to hardcore punk, you know, when I was younger, I felt a sense of pride of listening to the roots of what had become the scene I was participating in, and I found an air of pride in being aware and understanding of that style of music. Back then, maybe one or two of these tunes I'd have on, you know, my playlist. But as of right now, you know, I prefer a bit more of a polished sound, a bit more of an upfront sound. And as far as punk and hardcore is concerned, it's incredibly rare for any band nowadays to get a spin from me more than once, in all honesty, because I like to listen to the classics of softer styles of music. And I know it's King of the Pit TV, all right? I'm still in love with this music, but it's just my personal preference in this day and age. So, my favourite tune was possibly Shut Up. I reckon so, yeah, because I like the intensity of the vocals. He really upped the degree of attack on the vocals in that song in particular, and I like that. That tickled me a little more so than the softer sense of things, but I've got no problem with the softer vocals. If I'm going to give this album a rate, I'll probably give it a 5 out of 10. Give it a 5 out of 10. It wasn't a bad record, but it was a bit too varied, although it showed a great spectrum of capability. The energy wasn't concentrated in one particular manner enough, which is good in regards to it not being boring. It doesn't get boring because you're awaiting the next track to see what ideas they've come up with, but it can, you know, be a miss as well as a hit, depending on what song you come up to and what your personal tastes are. I am really looking forward to checking out more of the Replacements because I want to see where they went from here, and from what I'm aware, they've had a couple more records, or at least YouTube related videos are telling me that, so that's going to be good. And on that note, I'm going to sign out, people. One love.